Antoinette, thank you for coming today.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Let's start off just very quickly. Tell me about the last couple of positions that you've had. You're currently working full-time in New Canaan.
Right.
First of all, tell me about that job.
I've been in New Canaan for a year and 2 weeks actually, and my responsibility is he's actually 2.5 years now. When I started, he was like 18 months.
Okay.
It's a full-time job. It's Monday to Friday, and my responsibility is the child.
Sure.
Yeah, and he goes to school 2 days a week, and the other days we do library, story time, or we do free play at the Y.
Okay.
And when he's not in school, we have play dates.
Okay.
Or we go to the park or the museum.
So it's pretty active. You have an active lifestyle with him. Okay.
I have to keep him busy.
Okay.
That's my responsibility.
He's one of those children that has a lot of energy?
Super active.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good. Obviously, when you're at home with him, you probably prepare his food and take care of all of that sort of stuff.
And he's in the process of potty training now,
okay.
So it's a routine for us.
Yeah.
Each morning we do the potty, and
good.
so far so good. I got one out of him.
Very good. Well, congratulations.
Yeah,
we know
thank
that's
you.
a challenge. Before that, you were a nanny for around 4 years in Darien. And they started off with 3 children and ended up having another one, so 4 children altogether.
Yes.
Tell me about that position. I know they range obviously from newborn all the way up to 4 or 5 or even older, but
10.
Up to 10. Okay. So tell me about that job.
That was I loved it. It was really, the mom, she never worked, but she really needed someone to play her role when she's not there. So that was basically my responsibility. Having 4 children, it's difficult, to get them out the door to each activity. So that's where I come in.
There's a lot of routine, a lot of scheduling. Yeah, that's a tough one. 2
kids were in school at the time, and the other, the youngest had just turned 1, so he was my responsibility. And then the baby came 6 months later, and then she became my responsibility as well as the 3rd child.
Sure.
So then he started preschool, so the baby became my responsibility. When everyone is home, they're all mine.
Okay.
So
that was a very active job.
It's
also,
very active. It was fun, and I loved it. I loved every moment.
And were they a very outdoorsy family? Were you outside with the children a lot?
They had a very huge yard.
Okay.
So for 4 children, you need to have that.
Sure.
So they had tons of play dates, and we just had a great time.
Okay. What would you do with a child on a rainy day? When it's raining outside, snowing or something, you can't get out, what are you going to do?
We play a lot of games, and they had a huge basement. There was tons of activities down there that we could do painting, we could do Legos. There was 3 boys and 1 girl.
Okay.
So the boys did Legos a lot. They loved that. And the little girl at this time, we will play with dolls.
Okay.
Or, and we did a lot of games.
Okay. So imagination. They use their imagination, very creative.
Yes.
Yeah, I like that actually. I remember playing games when I was younger. You're willing to stay overnight if need be, obviously, if a family needs you to, which is great. Are you comfortable with children in your car, driving children around?
Yes.
Okay. Light housework and running errands.
I'm okay with that.
You're fine with that? Okay. Final question. What do you consider to be the proudest moment that you've had over these many years and all these different ages of children? What has stood out and lasted the longest in your mind?
Well, most of my jobs I've always started with very young, 6 months, and by the time they get to 1, or I would say 14 months, when they take their first step. That's a proud moment.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool one, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I remember all of those. So. Good. Okay, Antoinette, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome.